Welcome to another edition of a Brampton webisode, Brampton Focus webisode, I should say, where we bring interesting issues and community events and announcements and groups to your attention. Alzheimer's, if you talk about the topic of Alzheimer's, in 2011, it was estimated that 747,000 Canadians were affected by Alzheimer's. That's basically 1 in 5 Canadians aged 45 and older are affected by Alzheimer's. By 2031, it's estimated that the number will increase to 1.4 million people. You must have come across someone who's been affected by Alzheimer's or someone in your family. The group that we're going to meet today is called Making Our Seniors Matter. And these two people are concerned about making our seniors matter and bringing the aspect of Alzheimer's and Alzheimer's dementia to the fore. Bringing that to a discussion point beside me is Miss Elizabeth Cunningham and her husband, the good-looking Glenn Cunningham. I'd like to thank the two of you for coming here today. And also, Making Our Seniors Matter is a very interesting topic. Tell us a little bit how the Alzheimer's theme fits into this.
Well, our concern is a holistic approach to aging and how these folks deal with everything from finances to health issues to socialization. So really, when it comes right down to it, Alzheimer's is a huge detriment for a lot of families. Alzheimer's does not just affect the person with the Alzheimer's, it also affects the entire family because of the stress of continuous care, financial hardship because of the amount of care that's taken. So we had an opportunity, Liz had an opportunity, we seized it, and we decided to do this event.
So Liz, before we started taping, I asked you, had you had a personal contact, had someone in your life had Alzheimer's, and you looked at me and you said no. You said, which makes it even more poignant question, why did you get involved? I mean, it's a tremendous, I mean that as an absolute compliment, because in many instances when people get involved in issues or movements, it's because something touched their family. You're doing this for another reason. Why are you doing this?
I guess basically because we care about what happens to seniors and their families. There's a lot to go through when you're aging, and we live 30 years more now than we used to. So we get involved in a bunch of things that affect our families. And Alzheimer's is a cruel disease. It takes a person from you even though their body remains, their mind goes away. And so because we care about seniors in all of the aspects of their life, this one came upon us as happenstance, and it has been happening since we started Making Our Seniors Matter, that things seem to come to us and we take them on as an event. And so in this case, Teepa Snow was mentioned. I called
Teepa Snow.
Teepa Snow is a speaker. She's an occupational therapist with 30 years of experience caregiving for people with Alzheimer's. Also, she has a personal situation with Alzheimer's, so she is Experience Plus. She's world renowned for the care that she gives.
So you're jumping the gun here. On the 20th, I see the excitement in you, genuine enthusiasm. On July the 20th, you are having a fundraiser and an information center, and you have brought this lady up. There she is there, Teepa Snow. You have brought her up from the United States, who is an expert to talk about Alzheimer's, and in particular, with your group called Making Our Seniors Matter. Now take it away.
Okay, so we are hosting the event, and we're working in cooperation with Alzheimer's Society Peel, and Teepa is famous in that world for a training program that she has called A Positive Approach. And it's how you care for someone with Alzheimer's and how you care for the people who care for the people with Alzheimer's. So her training is actually very, very interesting in how she does it. Her approach is humorous, but it's serious at the same time. It's very effective. People will go away from our event with good tips on how to care for people with Alzheimer's, how to approach them, how to get around. Sometimes they can be very stubborn about things that they don't feel they want to do because they're not in the same place as you are with their head. And so Teepa tells you how to work that out so that you can accomplish what you need to accomplish, whether it's to go to a doctor's appointment or go out to the store or whatever you have to do. She helps so in a practical way. And we're having 2 parts to the event that we certainly want to share with you.
So currently they're conducting research that's starting to explore the antibodies that are being used against, it's what it's called beta amyloid protein plaques, which are the significant identifiers, and they're the thing that help cause Alzheimer's. And interestingly enough, Canada ranks as one of the top research countries. They've invested over $43 million in their groundbreaking research. Although those are great facts and shows that Canadians care, what you're focusing more on is on how to actually deal with people, how to identify the signs, how to work with them, how to make their living and their lifestyle and working with them better. Is that fair?
That's exactly what it is. The program in the morning is based for professionals,
right.
PSWs, first responders, those kinds of folks that come across a situation where they might need to deal with someone with Alzheimer's.
It's not some senile old guy. You may have to say that this poor gentleman may have certain aspects of Alzheimer's beyond his control, and that you have to take the situation from a different path. Is that fair?
That's correct. And then how do you take someone who is resistant? I mean, that is the name of the program is dealing with resistance and refusals. So how do you take somebody that doesn't want to do something that they need to do? Like, it's not they should do it, they need to do it, and they need to do it at that point in time. So that's how she gets very engaged in how they would do that. The afternoon is for informal caregivers. In other words, family members, the loved ones, the people that are dealing with this at home every day. And that is the other thing. It's every day. In fact, we've had people say to us, we're not sure how to get our mom there because she looks after dad every day. And how do you get her there for half a day type of thing? So that's the avenue that we're looking at. That's kind of where our feeling is coming. How do you deal with this on a day-to-day basis?
What about symptomatic identification? I'll go to you on this, Elizabeth. Is there a line of identifiers? I mean, we've seen the commercials where they've lost the car keys, or we have to go and buy milk. I mean, those are some of the traditional PSAs that you've seen, which are early identifiers of Alzheimer's. Is this part of it too, as far as your symposium is?
Well, it's not as much a part of her training, although I'm sure part of the ABCs that she's going to share with the afternoon and the families is to understand the difference between normal forgetfulness, which we all do. We all forget something that happened a while ago. What would be unusual, what would be something that would cause a red flag is if you forgot what happened half an hour ago. You know, you might remember one but not the other. So the differences between what's normal forgetfulness, because people are worried they've got something, they've got Alzheimer's, how do I know the difference? So some of what she's going to teach is how do you know the difference between the two?
This is a fundraiser, but it's not it's not as much a fundraiser to gain funds for making our seniors manage. Just to cover your costs and cover a trip.
That's
is that fair enough?
Yes, that's
and
fair
what will you do if you have any excess funds?
Well, we definitely want to share that with the Alzheimer's Society of Peel. Absolutely.
But another couple of questions. I want to know, what emotionally do you get out of this? How do you feel? No one has to ask. I mean, there's a feel-good scenario. Is it because you're just a good person, or you feel that there is somewhere it's lacking this information?
I guess it's our parents started this.
Yeah.
We both lost our parents in the early 2000s, and I think, at least I thought, I didn't do enough. First of all, I didn't know. And that's really what we're all about. I didn't know what I could do better. And really, we want to share everything that people can do so that they never feel like I did, that I didn't do enough for my mom. And we believe that our moms are both keeping an eye over us. And we believe that they are actually the reason why we do things. Absolutely.
Yeah.
We do things because they seem to, like, where did this lady come from?
So how can people get in touch with you guys?
Easy.
If they want to be in contact.
Well, the website is www.makingourseniorsmatter. That is probably the best way. That's where tickets are available for this program or any other information. Our website is fairly robust as far as information on our organization, as well as certainly everything you need to know about the program that we're doing.
And for someone out there who says, oh, that's not going to happen to me, my parents are fine, and you know.
What was your statistic, Michael?
I know. I mean, it's 1.4 million in 2030, and 1 in 5 people 45 years of age or older is involved in caregiving for someone who has some level of dementia or Alzheimer's. Those are crippling effects. What would be your appeal to someone who says, well, I probably don't need to go to this? How would you encourage them to come?
Putting heads in the sand is not the answer. Trying to understand what this is, because if you don't have it, you don't know it, you don't love the person that has it, you will have a friend who has it. There's no way to avoid it. So understand it. It's better if you understand.
We would sorry for interrupting. We would also encourage, like, business people. Business people often have this kind of situation come in their front door. And how do they look at it and recognize it and deal with it? Another thing that people might want to take a quick look at is teepasnow.com. There's all kinds of video on there, and if you look at 2 or 3 of her videos and you say, you'll understand why we were so excited about having this lady come, because like she's amazing. She's got the information, she's got the experience, and she's got the passion to put that all on the table and show people exactly what they need to do.
So that's Teepa Snow coming July 20th, and it's called Make Our Seniors Matter. Special thanks to Elizabeth and Glenn Cunningham. If you want to get in touch with them, it's makeourseniorsmatter.com. We thank you both for coming. You've been watching a Brampton Focus webisode. If you have a community event or how should one say, a cause that you think is of importance and that would benefit the people of Brampton to make them more aware of it, please contact us at bramptonfocus.ca. My name is Michael A. Charbon. Thanks for watching.